Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. City creation basically we are discussing one of the topic that is future creation. Future creation it's the account. That is the India account. India account basically we are discussing about SBI account, Amazon account, and after 2 days basically the big earthquake is going to happen in the India basically India land. So here basically one topic basically we are going to discuss. Lots of people will say that basically how this might be connecting to the lava data basically. You will not able to believe that basically. What the thing basically which I am discussing is you will never able to connect that basically. That really basically this is connected with the lava data basically. See basically how. First basically one user story. Latest basically example we will take. Assume that basically in two example we will take. First basically UAE, that is the Abu Dhabi, sorry, the Dubai, Sharjah and Ajman, where basically the rain basically fall. That example and another example is ice basically getting fall basically. Ice is coming in Canada land. So two example basically we are taking here. So in this basically we will take one example. One person told that Dubai तो basically artificial cloud blasting करता है basically. That means they are doing the artificial cloud busting. Blasting means whenever basically they do the artificial cloud data basic chemical data basically, that time basically the process happens, the rain basically falls. Same way basically in Canada also it's like that. Here one person basically the scientist basically he told that basically if I will change that data basically to my land data, if it will connect to land basically, whatever data you are connecting to the cloud now basically, that there basically it has to be changed to the land data basically also. Without that basically the rain doesn't get activate. So how basically they are doing here basically, how the Canada basically is telling that basically we are basically doing the cloud busting and there basically the ice are coming, but without land basically activation, how basically they are doing that basically. So the one of the scientists told that basically that is not possible, that without land the activation should happen basically. So without land basically rain will not fall. So whatever basically condition basically is in cloud, that same condition should be in land also. So that is in Canada and Dubai also. So here what is the condition? So one person told that they basically had done the cloud blasting and they told that we are doing cloud blasting, we are doing cloud blasting, we are doing cloud blasting, but rain basically is not falling here basically. Why? Because the land basically where the condition was supposed to can satisfy, if that condition will satisfy, then only the rain will fall. That was the condition. But here the condition in land basically how they are going to do. So they basically picked around seven people. In that seven people basically first person basically was doing activation of rain. So when basically he was entering into Dubai basically from plane basically, he basically will never be stay in Dubai basically. So when he entered into Dubai basically, that time the activation of rain started. The activation of rain started. Then basically the another person came basically. When that person came, then basically the medium rain basically was falling. Same way in Canada. One person came, activation of ice started. Another person came, the activation of medium rain, medium ice blast basically started. Same way, third person came. Highest rain basically got fall basically in Dubai. Then another fourth person came. Then the most record basically got broken. Then fifth person, sixth person, seventh person came. The entire Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman basically got underwater. Basically. Why? Because they all entered. Reason was the tracking system basically was not prepared. Just taking as an example, but really basically this has happened. But the thing is totally differently changed. So here thing is what? They told that basically that person basically which was going to come, he came late. So due to that basically when he came late, that time basically his plane basically was late. because he was coming from Jharkhand, Bihar, or Madhya Pradesh or UP. Due to that, basically, there was also basically some problem was there. Due to that, basically, he came late, and rain basically was not able to falling. Rain basically was not getting activation, and rain was not falling. Due to that, basically, they thought that basically there is some problem. So they basically again basically done the cloud blasting again like this. Basically, they have done 7 to 8 times. Then when that person basically came, that time basically rain got activated, and here basically the sequence got changed basically. Change means the starting rain basically which was supposed to activate that there basically the medium range basically started. Then when the second person came, the highest rain basically started. Like this basically the change connected to the most highest rain basically in the Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman. Same way basically in Canada also. There also basically some miscommunication happened. So here the question basically was, what was actually that basically? So few people says that whenever basically the this particular king enters into the city, na basically that time basically the rain starts. Whenever that king basically enters into Canada, that time basically the ice starts basically. Like this, each and every people basically are allocated. So like this, basically the one of the person told that the software industry was not tracking that basically in Dubai, because Dubai is telling that basically we are the very dangerous high tide software industry group. Then they told that basically we are not handling the software industry. That is handled by the United States of America. That is basically the president of America basically. He is handling. He was handling basically. Then Dubai told that basically they were supposed to take care. When basically another cloud was getting blast, that time basically it was not supposed to do. But they told that basically time limit was there. If they will, if this is within time, basically the rain will not fall. It will create problem in sky. So that kind of system basically is created. So this everything basically universe group know that basically 100% they might be knowing that. Basically. Otherwise they might have told that basically we trust on Earth planet. They might have told that basically. So here what was the thing basically? That is the chain connection basically. Each and every season basically gets activated. Na? It is activating like this only. So one of the person told that basically in India basically you basically I am in India, so I am talking about the India example. If I would be in Singapore, then basically I might be talking about Singapore. So like this, one of the person told that in India basically which person, which group basically is handling, which blood cells basically is handling the season data. For example, in cloud clustering which was blast basically, which was dumped basically you can say, that was done that was done on the base of certain level of chemicals, but that was basically human energy basically. If that human energy basically has entered in the sky basically, then in land basically, that is in Earth planet, this human energy basically has to be activated. That is that human basically must enter that city. So like this, one of the person told that how many matrix basically is created in this world basically. But I'm basically in India, so I'm talking about India country basically. So how many metrics basically are there in this world basically? Sorry, in India basically, that is calculating the season data, and how basically human are connected directly with that cloud blasting data. Cloud blasting data. So one of the person told that this project basically software industry was not having this software basically the software company basically that was the Dubai company basically, that are the Dubai group, they were not having that. That is also question basically. If they might be having, then this type of human error basically might not be have. And they are telling that we are the highly what to say, technical secure, what to say basically, but I'm not getting the word. Then also high tech city basically. Dubai, Ajman, Sharjah basically, and Abu Dhabi. These all are high tech city. So what is this? This is high tech. Then one person told they say that India basically. They are basically getting the season data, but they are basically the human are also coming and they are basically activating the stuff basically. But in India basically the software is there. That also basically need to check basically. Because if Dubai like country, Ajman like country, Sharjah like country basically, they are not having the data basically. That means you can just understand basically up to what level the lack of software communication is there. I will take one more example. There was one company basically, two people, three people basically were working. One person basically gone for holiday, and he informed the two people basically that I am going for a holiday because I was not actually feeling well. Another person basically got some stomach infection, and he also basically gone for holiday. Third person also basically had something basically. He also basically suddenly got from holiday. So here both three people basically got holiday, converted into holiday basically. They all basically at home basically. Then HR department basically suddenly got the information from the client basically that "Why there is no support person basically for this software." HR people basically was shocked basically that we have three people basically, all three basically are absent. So then basically they started tracking basically. Why basically? The first person basically had never taken the holiday in software company. So he thought that he basically was called in the HR department. He thought that basically he might be getting some promotion because he has never taken the holiday basically. So he thought that basically he might be having the promotion basically. But that was not basically. That was to give the termination letter. Basically. So he got the termination letter, and rest of two people basically has not went to that office basically. They told that they were basically smart, and the first person basically who he basically was honest person. Honest means imandar basically. He thought that basically he was going to get some promotion, so he basically went to HR office and he basically got the termination letter basically. But the company never thought that basically that what actually happened there basically. That is different thing basically. We are not talking about that basically. So that is the live example. But here the thing is what? Here the thing is in Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman basically the communication basically software basically which was communicating with the real data basically that was not able to track basically that what able to not track basically that is also a question basically. Because if that was not able to track then basically what actually happened there. That means the software basically America was not able to track or what basically because America doesn't get the data same day basically. For example, today the environment of Dubai is there. They basically gets the data tomorrow basically. After 2 days basically also possible. So 2 day gap already basically came. They have the data basically that this person basically was not came and he basically came late. Due to that basically the rain activation was not happened. So that was actually was not able to track by Dubai group. Same way, assume that basically in Canada is also basically same situation. They also not able to track that situation. So what are the things basically going to happen? That is the highest rainfall basically happened in Dubai city, and highest ice fall basically happened in Canada. Basically. Never ever happened basically rain in Dubai, Dubai country basically, UAE basically you can say Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman basically that basically came basically, and same way basically in Canada highest ice basically fall, which they basically never saw. Basically. So one person basically asked the question, the data basically which we gets in the of the season basically data they basically got 2 days after 2 days after basically they then basically they given the report that basically this person basically was absent, he basically came late. Due to that basically they again basically blast the cloud. So that was actually what basically. Then one of the person told that the Dubai, Sharjah, basically Ajman, basically who is handling everything, basically this. He was actually was not having this idea basically that this type of software basically is there basically with America. He can communicate with the, so basically he actually what he was supposed to do whenever basically he got this type of problem, that time basically he was supposed to communicate with America basically that we have done this basically but it's not getting rain. So what should we do? But actually he has used his brain and he again basically blast. Like this basically he done 7 to 8 times. But that person basically was too late basically to give. So the normal rain converted into medium, then medium rain converted to highest rain. Same way in Canada basically this has happened. So one person basically asked the question, this is connected with lava. This is connected with lava. Why? Because cloud basically data are connected with that human energy when basically is going to activate, and that human energy basically is connected with this lava data. So in this world basically there are 190 crore human basically, their data basically are directly connected with the sand basically. You will not able to believe that that is connected with sand data. You will not able to believe this basically. Then basically one of the person told that how basically that might what we do formula here basically, because land means you can just imagine, but here basically we are taking only Indian data basically. So one person told that the complicated basically thing basically 900 crore basically so too complicated. So somebody told that basically we will create the countries nationality wise. So he created first Indian blood cells, Indian lava data, Indian energies. Then basically he told that European energy, Pakistani energy, Irani energy, Afghanistan energy. Like this basically African energy. Like this basically he created American energy. He created and other basically Italian, European basically that comes to European. So they basically Sri Lankan basically there. So that comes to Asian group. If little bit more detail. Asian land, American, European, African. Like these also basically are categorized. So the world basically has become so complicated. He basically converted into break pipe. So that is Indian land, basically. Indian lava data, Indian energy. Like this, basically, he has converted everything. So one person told that, like this also basically the world has created. Like this also basically the world has created. So here basically what we had dropped basically. So whatever basically things basically happens in the cloud basically, or basically in the sky, their activation basically has to happen in land. That was that person basically which was supposed to enter, he not entered, and that person energy is connected with that lava data. That was the one person told that here basically which lava data basically they are going to use, the satellite group are going to use which lava data, already processed data or basically the fresh data basically which is going to process, or basically the data basically which is computer is doing the process, that is the 1 lakh project basically which has not processed, which data basically they are going to process basically. That is also basically the condition. So few people says that the already processed, few people says that going to process, few people says his live energy, few people says the software data. So few people says that the seasons basically whatever, for example currently there is one ice falling in the Canada, so that is basically the software ice that is falling. What is that basically? Then he told that basically whenever data basically is getting active, assume that basically in Canada basically the data is going to be activated. So that person data is processing in computer in some energy basically. So that data is going to be taken by the cloud data. So that comes to computer data basically. That is also basically one of the concept basically. But like this basically there are many combinations. Like Microsoft has added 1 lakh combination. That is the conditions. Like this basically in this world basically there are many conditions. Like this basically the world has created. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this topic.